Alright, let's pick it up here. We kind of missed a little bit of the intro to this because I was still in Valkyrie profile mode. So,
What did you do?
I'm sorry. Dude, wasn't it obvious? It was your first kiss.
I'll bet you're starving. Here.
What I think is interesting, in GameFAQs, I usually don't read the forums for some games, but, in the case when they actually talked about the scene, it's kind of, hard to ignore. So it's kind of a worthwhile thing to look at. That's kind of odd. A person who doesn't know how to eat.
Huh. Lady. That's what I'll call you.
Hey, guess what, killer? I think she likes it. Lady seems to be quite a common name in circumstances like this. Like, it was the name that Dante gave another Devil Hunter in Devil May Cry 3. Yeah, that was kind of a waste. I thought I was able to start a new side quest because Johnny still needs to learn his special arts, and the only one he has at the moment is the snap skill, so we're gonna be stuck with that for now. Well, what are you expecting me to do? I'm not a freaking Ghostbuster. Okay, found another fragment. I don't know if the person who died unfulfilled is supposed to be in reference to Yuri. I'm not sure. It's probably up for grabs. She disappeared last time, so get used to it. I start off giving Johnny all his attack boosts first, then I think Shania, then Frank, then whatever new character comes along. I usually don't use Natan that much. Okay. At this point I was a little confused, but what I'm going to do is head back to the Grand Canyon and give Nawadia his Bigfoot, and we get to learn a new skill. That was actually the easiest trap, because there was only one area where he set it. I'm gonna get a rapid shot. Yeah, we're not gonna hear any rumors about any new Yuma for a long time. I think until much later. But the traps actually get a lot harder because some of the traces are not very easy to follow. Yep. Jazz was probably like the greatest thing ever back in the day. Just like how people thought Sting was so good. Or Sting? I mean Scorpions. Yeah, the one that sang Rock Me Like a Hurricane in the 80s. 80s, 90s. I'm no good with music.
Someone's been asking about me, It wouldn't be the McManus family, would it?
I don't know. There are 4 of them with a woman and a kid. I don't know who they are or what they want.
They're a nuisance either way. Get rid of them. I don't care how.
Right.
There's one thing I do know is that even though I'm not sure if this is the Depression era or not, this is definitely the
These
Prohibition era.
things only happen when Capone isn't here.
So, there's a lot of problem with gangs, alcohol, etc. So much for being invisible, ninjas. Alright, this is the hard part. We have to actually, like in the Arkham University, we have to set everything off in a sequence. Let's head this way. Strangely, Chicago is pretty small. Here's another memento from Covenant. The name of it is an Edgar Niv, Johnny's camera. Edgar was the guy who built Anastasia's camera in Covenant, and I think her magical eggs thing. Well, they put a lot of work in that photograph. Well, you can be really famous in Japan. Okay. Yeah. Don't encourage him, Johnny. Well, if you talk to him now, this will only happen if you have your card library completely full. It wasn't long and tough, it was ridiculous. And this is how you get the internal key. And I have never used it. So, I would have used the internal key as the final boss last time I played this, but the strategy I want to employ was not available because I didn't get a lot of strike expands. Since, if you remember, the eternal key is... You are really, really drunk. What a stupid idea. Chicago being run by a giant cat. But anyways, again, the eternal key is you get unlimited amount of hits, so long as it hits the strike areas. This lottery member would normally give you a new stellar chart, Pisces, but instead I got another third key. Okay. I think the guy who's talking about Chicago being run by a giant cat, I think is one of the people I need to talk with. The shop. I have to talk to some people in here. Whoops. Yeah, for those of you who don't know about American history, the Prohibition era was when a lot of people banned alcohol. So bars and everywhere like that was shut down. And I thought that they had that to escape prohibition, many people actually laced milk with alcohol. But it's not a credible source. So instead of bars, in this time we have speakeasies.